In this video, we will talk about the 5 things that you need to change if you want to be rich. The 5 things you need to change if you want to be financially free. So if you want to know more on what it is, check this video out. Hey guys, this video are for people who are dreamers because there's a big misconception that people are saying that the only way for you to be rich is that you have to be born from a very rich family, or you need to have the connections that your parents will give you, or you need to have capital that your parents will give you, or you need to come from a very private and exclusive school because your education will define what you will do. Please remember this: never ever let your background, your past define who you are. Never ever allow yourself to be treated that way. Whatever you did in the past, whoever your parents are, it doesn't matter. People always have this misconception that because my parents were farmers, they came from a income family, because they came from a low income household, that's my lot in life, I will also be that way. No, it's not true. You do not have to live the life of other people. Make a decision right here, right now, that in your family line, you will start. It starts with you, that your family will be rich because of you, that your children's children will live a better life because of you as well. It's time that we stop the cycle of poverty in the Philippines. It's time that we stop the cycle of not just poverty, but poverty mentality. Please remember, poverty mentality has hit Filipinos more than poverty itself. We always think we're poor. We always think that we can't do better. We always think that we can't get ahead in life. And if that's you, and if you think you want to get up, you want to push up, you want to have something better, that's why this video is for you. That's why I'm so passionate. I'm so fired up at the start pa lang of the video, because I know before you can even get those millions, there are a lot of things that you need to change as well. That's why I want to talk about 5 things that you need to change if you want to hit your goals of financial freedom. Tip number 1 is this: you have to change your friends. You really have to change your inner circle. You have to change the people around you. If your friends are pulling you down, guess what? Find ones who will see the best in you. Find friends who will bring out your potential. You want friends who are not just speaking the bad things about you, but you want friends who are speaking the good in you. If all of the things that your friends are telling you are how bad you are instead of how good you can be, then you're not really gonna grow. That's why they always say birds of the same feather flock together, because it's so easy to define a person based on who they are surrounded with. So if you're saying that wala none of my members in my family are business people, guess what? Hang out with business people. Because of the internet today, it's so easy to hang out with business people. It's so easy to meet people who are into business. Because of YouTube, my suggestion: find someone in YouTube that you want to emulate and learn from. You don't have to be friends with them, but watch their videos every day, because as you spend more time getting what they share, that will become a part of you as well. But my suggestion: find someone. What I did when I was starting out, I would attend a lot of seminars and a lot of expos, because here's what's interesting about that. Those who would attend seminars and expos also are people who are like-minded, people who are probably thinking the same as you, so that when you meet them there, you already have people that are at least are inclined. They might be better than you, they might know more than you as well, and you can also learn from them. So you have to change your friends. You don't want friends who are always talking about politics. You don't want friends who are always talking about showbiz. You want to have friends who are talking about ideas, who are talking about innovation, who are talking about disruption. You want friends who are not just talking about the latest thing that you can buy, but you want friends who are talking about the latest business that you can actually acquire. That's why I keep telling people, don't just be a consumer, be an investor. Instead of just being a customer of Jollibee, be an investor of Jollibee. But guess what? If you're surrounded with people who are all consumers, then nothing will happen. So if you want to be financially free, but you don't know where to start, number 1 place for you to go is change your friends, change your inner circle, change the people who are speaking stuff into you as well. Tip number 2. I don't know why I'm so passionate about this video, no, but I really hope that this helps a lot of people, because that's it. I just keep doing videos like this because at the end of the day, all I know is this will be in YouTube forever, and all I know is that this will help a lot of people, especially if you're down and out and you think you don't have any chance of winning. Guess what? I'm here to tell you you can. And the reason why maybe I'm passionate about this, because when I started, my family lost everything also. I started from zero. Wala akong minana, wala akong makukuha, wala akong pera. And I just want people who were in the same situation as me to actually do better also. That you have a shot, that you can actually win, that it's not defined by your background. Never let your background define who you are. Never let your parents' job define what you can do. Never let that be your lid. It's time that you expand the lid that you have. So tip number 2 is this. You need to change your words. You need to change the words that are coming out of your mouth. Because if you always say you're gonna be poor, guess what? You're gonna be poor. If you say walang mangyayari sa akin, wala talagang mangyayari sa'yo. You always have to speak life. And I'm not saying that you speak life emptily. The reason why I'm telling you to speak life is because at the end of the day, you have to get this. God has his best plans in store for you. And we're not saying this out of empty words. We're saying it because God, because he has great plans for you. He wants you to walk in it. He wants you to step in it. He wants you to have the fullness also. And you're not supposed to live a defeated life. You're supposed to live a victorious life. You're supposed to live a life that's winning. You're meant to be the head and not the tail as well. And winners don't speak negative. Winners don't speak losing. Winners speak life. Winners always speak not the situation, but what it could be. Always speak hope. Always speak of better things. If you say walang mangyayari sa'yo, guess what? Walang mangyayari sa'yo. If you're gonna say mahirap maging mayaman, totoong magiging mahirap maging mayaman. But if you say that kahit mahirap magpupursige ako, kahit mahirap I will keep on pushing, kahit mahirap I will just climb the ladder. I will hustle harder. I will do what I can. Please remember, people always talk about the situation. People always talk about, walang laman ang wallet ko. Guess what? Kung walang laman ang wallet mo, and you keep saying it, it's not gonna help you. Why not change what you're saying? Say the words that, walang laman ang wallet ko. Ano pwede kong gawin para dumami yung laman ng wallet ko? What can I do so that I can increase my cash flow? As I increase my cash flow, I get to earn more. You have to change your words. You have to change the things that are coming out of your mouth. You have to change what comes out as your narrative, because what you say you will do. What you say is what you will also walk in. Please remember this. When I had nothing, when I was starting out, I never said to myself I was poor. I never said to myself naghihirap ako. I never said to myself I was in poverty, because I knew it. I knew it that my wallet never defined my destiny. I knew it that my past never defined my destiny. And I had to say life. I had to say hope. I had to speak the future. And I hope you're getting this. Comment below if you are, because I'm really sharing as much as I can. This is not technical stuff. This is something that you won't use technical analysis from, but I know that YouTube is a platform for me, not just to be able to educate people, but I know it's a platform to give out hope, and hope is something that a lot of people need today. Hope is something that in the midst of darkness, it's hope that will allow people to push forward and do the things that they need to do wherever they are. So comment, I'm learning, if this is something that's helping you as well, if this is something that's changing the way you do things as well. Tip number 3 on things that you need to change, aside from changing your friends. By the way, please don't change your wife. People are saying, pwede ba change your wife? No! If you're married, stick to that person already. Mahalin mo na yung asawa mo. Pati mother-in-law mo, mahalin mo na. You have to fight it through. If you're married, don't change your spouse. You fight for it. There's so many divorces out there. There's so many people already not doing so well in their marriages. It's something that you have to also fight with. Of course, there's case to case. So I'm not a marriage expert, but this is just me sharing what I believe. Anyways, change your friends. Number 2, change what you're saying. Number 3, change your view about money. People always, and this is why, for people who have been joining me in the chat, no, every time we create live videos, yung mga Pilipino nahihiya if they're called out na mayaman sila. Pilipino nahihiya if they're called out na they're earning more. it's not common for us Filipinos that if they call you rich, you're shy. If they call you that you have a lot of money, it seems that it's wrong to have a lot of money. Guess what? It's not wrong to have money. What's wrong is if money has you. I'll repeat it. It's not wrong to have money. It's wrong if money has you. Meaning money is controlling you. But if you're controlling money, you put a name to every peso that comes your way. You know where it's going. Di ka madamot, madami kang pera, tapos pinapamigay mo pa. Then that's the way to go. That's one of the reasons why videos like this are so relevant, because when you have money, you know na hindi mo siya pagdadamot, you know na ibibigay mo siya sa ibang tao, you know that there's a purpose, there's a reason, there's a rhyme why you get to help other people as well. And that's why I want to share this as much as I can, because you have to change your concept about money. Money is not evil. Loving money is evil. Putting money above God is evil. Putting money above friends is evil. Putting money above relationships is evil. You have to realize that money is just a tool. Money, on how you use it, will determine how good it will be or how bad it will be. Money right now, when taal, people are in trouble, you can use that money to buy water, to buy foods, to buy medicine, to buy stuff that will help a lot of people around. So if you want to know, by the way, if you want to know how you can help, comment below. I want to help, and I'll try to link you guys on opportunities on how you can help also for the Taal volcano eruption and evacuees and helping out there as well. So there, you have to change your perception about money. Money is something that will help you. Money is something that it's nice to work for money, but you don't have to work for money forever. If you are working hard for money forever, when you hit 60, 70, 80, you won't be able to work as physically hard as where you are right now. That's why I've been harping over investing over and over and over. Invest massively when you're young so that your money can start working hard for you more than you can work hard for it. Because here's the thing. You will tire, you will grow old. But money, when it's working hard for you, it will never tire. It will never grow old. It will multiply, it will leverage, and it will do things that you can never do on your own. I highly suggest change the way you perceive money. Change the way you look at things. Tip number 1, change your friends. Tip number 2, change what you are saying. Tip number 3, change your concept about money. Tip number 4, you want to be financially free? You want to be rich? You have to change your work ethic. You have to let your hustle match your ambition. Everyone wants to be $1 million. Everyone wants to be a millionaire. Everyone wants to be a dollar millionaire. But is your hustle matching your ambition? Is your work ethic matching your dreams? Because you cannot have $1 million dream and just have a minimum wage work ethic. You have to work massively hard. Most of the rich people, most of the entrepreneurs that I've met that are really up there, super rich, but they work massively hard. Please remember, financial freedom is you having the ability to do life at your own terms. Financial freedom is you having the ability, if you want to stop, you can stop anytime without money being the hindrance anymore. But guess what? Those that know what they're doing, those who know what their purpose is, those who know what they're called into, even if they have the money, they won't stop it because they know it. Money is not the end goal. Money is not something that they try to pursue, but they work hard because it's part of the game. Please remember, entrepreneurship, investing, I've been doing this when YouTube wasn't even as popular. I've been sharing about this when people weren't doing about vlogs. I was doing business, I was doing investing because I knew it was part of what I wanted to do. So again, if you think you lack the money, guess what? Outwork everyone. Your goal to get rich, your goal to be financially free is to outwork everyone else in the room. If you don't have the capital yet, you don't have the millions yet, you have time, you have hard work, you have sweat. You sweat as harder than the next person. You might not be the most talented, but guess what? You can outwork the one that's more talented than you. And ako, yun lang yung alam ko eh. When I was starting out, I knew it already. I wasn't the most good looking. I wasn't the tallest. I wasn't the best. I wasn't the smartest. But I knew this. I could work 16 hours. I could work 15 hours. And guess what? 3, 5, 7, 10 years of living simply and hustling so hard I can give you a lifetime of prosperity, and it works. It really works. YOLO is good because you only live once, and you need to do also the things that make you feel alive. But guess what? Don't just focus on things that make you feel alive. Focus on things that as you start doing it, you're building into something that it's good to enjoy, but don't just focus on the now. Focus on what you will be also later. Because guess what? There's a group of people, there's millions of people relying on you that you come to reach your destiny. Because as you reach your destiny, you never know how many people will benefit from that as well. Lastly, let me recap. Nakakahingal, raw as it can be. Number one, change your friends. Number two, change what you're saying, change your words. Number three, change your perception about money. Number four, change your work ethic. Number five, change your spending habits. And this may be as sober as I can say it. You cannot spend your way into millions. You cannot, people always say that you need to spend how the rich spend so that you get to feel how the rich feels and in turn you get to become rich. No, that's not true. You have to spend less than what you make. Regardless if you're making a million, you're making 10,000 pesos, you're making 20,000 pesos, you're making 100,000, you're making 10 million pesos. It doesn't work that way. The way for you to get rich is just spend less than what you make, and the difference, you hustle hard, you leverage, you invest, you make your money work hard for you. And guess what? If you're in your 20s, in your when you hit your 30s, as long as you work hard, you save, you live a simple life, you save massively, you invest, you leverage. When you hit your 30s, you'll make multi-millions. If you're below 20, you're in your teenage years, man, you will do much, much better than I did. You will do much, much better. You will surpass. And that's my goal. The reason why I do this video is because I want people who are younger than me to do better than me. That's the whole goal of this. That's why when people call me stock market guru, that's not the goal. That's not the goal, because I'm okay already. My life is okay already. I'm fine doing the things that I want when I want it. And for me now, it's not just really about getting success. It's about creating significance. It's about creating something that will make a lasting impact on all of you guys who's watching. And what better time to do it, because I really believe YouTube is such a platform. And if you think 2020 is your year to get rich, that you think 2020 is your turning point, that you think 2020 is your breakthrough, that you think 2020 is your time to be financially free, guess what? Start now. Change your friends, change your words, change the way you think about money, change the way you speak, change the way you hustle, change your work ethic, and change the way you spend. If you do that well, then guess what? Everything else will just keep on falling in place. If you guys are learning from this, not stock market related, but financial freedom related, comment I'm learning. If you want more videos like this, we're in the 17-minute mark. I hope people stayed, because I rarely share. This is not just this. This is this. I want to share more and more and more and more of my insights, my principles, because I really believe that this is something that will help you guys. So if this is something that's helpful, I want to know what among all of this is something that helped you. And you can comment also, I'm learning, but beyond that, I want to hear your thoughts. And I've been posting more than one video a day. I hope that for those who have been watching me daily, I hope that I want to hear feedback from you guys. What has helped you the most in this channel as well? And if you're new and you've seen me for the first time, this is not how I normally act and talk all the time, but I guess I'm just so inspired to do this. I'm just so inspired to be able to share my thoughts and my ideas, because I really believe Filipinos deserve better. And if you're new, super, 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 super appreciate it if you could subscribe and hit the bell button, so that every time I create new videos like this, you guys get updated that it's time that we flood YouTube, not just with entertainment, not just with politics, but with something that will teach people and how they can get rich, how can they be financially free as well. And if you've been coming to my channel over and over, you know the drill. Please like, please share, please comment, because it helps the algorithm. It helps YouTube know that this video is something that's very, very important to a lot of Filipinos also.